Ahoy there, I'm Tiny Pirate and I'm just banging the microphone around. Sorry for that. So, I wonder if anyone is there yet. Let me just check what's going on. Just going to make sure everything is lined up with the streaming thingy. So, if you're seeing a blank screen, it is because I am currently trying to just position a quick satellite for a quick mission, and I need to go around the sun a little, well, around the planet a little bit more. So let me just get this thing on its way, because what we want to do today is go to Minmus. We have contracts to go to Minmus, and that is our big goal. So I want to get this little satellite off. However, I do want to send it on its way, because that's going to just get us a bit of money, and it'll be another useful relay. So come on, get where I need you to go. So, target. I hope everyone is well today. The Kerbal Space Program colonization effort continues. We're going to try and build a base on the moon, although I do not know if we will be able to. I'm not too sure if that is actually going to be a thing. We shall see. Hello, Viet. Hello, Alan. I don't know if anyone else is on yet. If you are, hello. Hopefully Nightbot is here. Are you here, Nightbot? Are you? No, just... Nightbot is... It is so terrible. Now, join! I want you to do your thing, Nightbot. I want you to talk and be interesting, which it will not do by the looks of it. Yeah, never mind. So, we should also see things being a bit speedy. And I should actually look where I'm going. Yeah, I mean the response and stuff from chat and what have you. The stream is going quick. Okay, stage recovered. I've got all the mod descriptions in the description for the video, or the mod list. What are we looking like? This is just it's a really rubbish intercept. We'll just fix it as we go. I need to patch my conics, I think, in the... Do I have patch conics in the tracking station? I'm not sure I do. Anyway, I need to make sure it's all up to date, because I feel like I'm getting a bit duff information here. I'm running the Spectra mod, which makes everything look very pretty. And yes, it's very nice indeed. Hello there, Jared. We're just sending a small satellite to fulfill a contract off to the moon. Come on. And then we're going to get on with building our Minmus lander. That's the goal for today. Land on Minmus. A bit more. Right, a little teeny bit more. This is a bit over-engineered. I've definitely got a big... Oh wow, that is going to be... It seems like it's going to be a little bit low. Not that. Thermometer. Designated orbit. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure that out when we get close. And explore Minmus. We've got lots of Minmus contracts today. But for now, what I want to do is just warp out here. I was fiddling around yesterday trying to do a contract, and I ended up missing Minmus entirely, and I ended up sending my probe into an orbit around the sun. It's going to take like 100 days to get down here. It has a little bit of fuel, so who knows, with luck over the next year, this weird solar probe, wherever it is going to end up, I don't know, encountering something. Although it wouldn't surprise me entirely if it never does. It did get us a little bit of science being in interstellar space though, so that was kind of cool. You want us to go for that? Now what orbit do you actually want? Satellite in a specific orbit around the Mun. Reach the designated orbit around the Moon within marginal deviation. 61,427. I think maybe if we get a bit closer. So let's just warp there. Oh, there we go. It is actually telling us what the orbit is it wants. And we... Oh no! We are actually going the wrong way around. Oh... Did not plan that very well. Oh, never mind. We got a lot of juice on this rocket, so let's just put it in full burn. What will be the easiest way to correct this orbit? Hi there, Wild Rage. Hi there, Chung Jamie. All right, let's. I don't know. We'll try and just collapse this a little bit first. This is just. We are actually going entirely the wrong way. Let's just try add maneuver. So I'm just putting Although if we flip our orbit entirely over and just drop, sorry, I don't know, is this going to actually work? You're not too late, Joshua. I am just in the... Wow, I have no idea. That clearly wouldn't work. Wow, that would be insane. I'm trying to figure... No, that's not right. I need to flip my orbit. And I actually... what I could do is just rotate. So we'll do it slowly. Okay, make it small, rotate, make it small. If we get it up to the vertical, I mean, it's not pretty. It's not pretty, but it will do. And then we just need to keep going around. So yes, that's okay. I think that will be not. Oh no, not this map thing. Space Center, and then we'll come back to it. Ah, gosh. So I want to get a Minmus lander going today. I'm a little bit worried about the science involved in that because I feel like the Moon of Science, yeah. Hang on. Oh, that's another, okay, that's another thing, another potential orbit we could put a satellite into, but we don't want to. Okay, so weird glitching has gone away. Oh, let's get to this node. Is there anything X Science wants us to do? Nope. So I just want to... okay, let's go. Alright, it's going to be a 6-minute burn. 1 minute burn, 3 minutes, 5, 4, 3... Oh, okay, that's not going to be too bad. We're just going to burn it. And go. We're only going for one of the ascending or descending nodes or something, so it should be okay. So I need to put this thing in the exact opposite blimmin' orbit that I have put it in, which is a bit disappointing. I'm going to put the magnetometer boom out because it looks cool. Same with the... Where are you? Plasma Science. Toggle Plasma Science. Bloop, bloop. Cool. So, if you have any particular preferences for a Minmus lander, you should let me know. What do you think it should have? I do have the 3-person capsule tech, and I'm inclined to take it for the experience. What are we on? Let's have a look. I feel like we need to burn prograde a little bit, just to push this orbit out a bit. And yes, something like that. And then, which way around are we going? So I can figure out which way to continue to tilt it. Like the most horrifically expensive maneuver known to man. So let me just slow down. We're going this way, which means I need to turn. This is like not how you do rocket science. You do not want to do this. No, we want to go that way. Yeah, you do not want to do rocket science like this. This is like exactly wrong. Come in at the wrong orbit and then rotate your craft around. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So, that actually probably, that would probably do the trick. So that's another 400 delta V. It's just as well we have quite a bit on the back of this rocket. And this one here itself has quite a bit. So 12 minutes time, 32 seconds. Whew. What scale are we doing it at? We're doing Minmus at normal Kerbal scale. So that... oh, Nightbot. Nightbot, are you alright? Nightbot just sent a message. The alias you set this command does not exist. Oh my god, Nightbot. Calm yourself. Oh, I'm very sorry, Bailey. The Nightbot gets a little bit enthusiastic. I might fix it in a minute, but I don't... What? Oh, have we gone past the node? No? Oh, we can come around again. That's alright. Nightbot gets a little bit enthusiastic and it starts being a bit of a pain. I'm going to check it out soon, but I want to complete this. And... okay, we're coming up. We're a bit late, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. And a little bit more. Come on. And there'll do. It's very rough, but that's going to be okay for this kind of orbit. These contract orbits aren't really special. Why are you wandering all over the place? Okay. Actually, what I might do... Okay, so that is my staging. Ditch that part. And then this part, we got a little monoprop elephant. What am I saying? We've got a little monoprop... a little monoprop engine. What's happened? Oh, we're out of connection to Kerbin and no relay. Okay, come around. Are you going to have more connection to Kerbin and again? No. Yes, should be now. Let's check that. Kill that maneuver node. And we need another one. Oh, come here. Yeah, add maneuver. So, yes, more of this, please. Tilt. And that will be probably okay. So let's just get that burn on. Oh, right there at the normal to our orbital direction. All right, let's do it. And then we can get back to Minmus. You cry every time. Okay. All right, to colonizing Minmus. What scale? Hopefully I answered that. So this is at normal. What is this? This is normal Kerbal scale. I haven't done any kind of fancy rescale of anything. Just got enough problems with Kerbalism, because Kerbalism mod, if you don't know it, adds food and water and power concerns to everything. And if you don't have food, water, power, then everything dies and you end up with a very bad day. So come on, science ship. Is there any science to do? No, it's going to be a very bored little ship. Oh, Nightbot's sort of working. Good on you, Nightbot. And 40, 36, 35. Come on. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Is that going to be enough? Stability for 10 seconds is what it wants now. Oh, it is enough. Good. I can get on with Minmus. Come on, game. Give me the contract completion. Oh, here we go. Contract completion. Whoa, that was a bunch of money and a little bit of science, which is what I'm pleased about. Okay. Just let me click. Whoop. Okay, let me check the ship. What to periapsis? No, just get rid of that. So, I'm quite pleased with it. It looks quite pretty. Doesn't do anything else, though, unfortunately. Can't even do any useful science here. So back to the Space Center. We'll just leave that one there. It might produce or might be useful as a relay in the future for robotic craft coming in, because I have 2 ships here. But what I am a bit... Well, I've got... Okay, you can be a relay as well. Maybe that'll help things a little bit. So back to the Space Center. Hello there, Just Ducky. Goodbye, Bailey. I want it to be morning. I like morning launches, and I will forget if I don't do this. So, a little bit of science here. I am inclined to spend it. There is one... see, there's nothing here to worry about. No, I haven't got enough. There's only parts for 45 science, spaceplane parts, and I do not care about them. Yes, that is true, Joshua. Nightbot is very naughty. It is bad. Okay, so going to Minmus. I'm just having a look at my Delta V chart. I mean, the trip out is, let me have a look, about 300, 400, 1400. It's about 1400 to go out. And, 4670 all up. It's not too bad to get out there. I think I do live in New Zealand. I live in where is it? Where do I live? I live in Wellington. Do we take? I think we do take the big pod, because we lost a poor engineer in the last vessel, and I wanna have a good time. Always throw a parachute on basically first. That always helps sort of obviate any problems, remove any problems. 2.5 meter payload. And these guys are definitely going to, and girls, or perhaps, who knows. We've got Bob and Orbas. I need an engineer. Actually, I'll go hire an engineer now. Don't say if that's easy enough to do. So I need an engineer, and then I can see how many resources they're going to consume, food and water and all that stuff. One engineer, courage and stupidity. Low courage, low stupidity. I'd rather have the smart one. We're going to have to pick up some more people as well. And I think, yeah, we'll get spares. There we go. So, back in here. And oh, right, yes, everything's there. Put the crew in. Engineers, what we need to chuck in there. And, right, it's going to be your first trip into space. Seat 2 inventory. Before I forget, let us give you a... give you a wrench. Yeah, that's going to be helpful in case we need to do any repairs. So, back to the build. So what we have, I need to keep an eye on the stats for. We've got 5 days of food. This is the same stream as last time. I'm going to put a bit of shielding on. Look how much heavier it gets. Where is my mass? So 4 tons all the way up to 6 tons. I feel that like a little bit of shielding is a good idea. It's a bit hard to know how much you really need. I've got all these new containers. So do I have I do. So this could be very good for us. So these are all bits from Planetary Bases, including these kind of cool support service module packs. So I can put things like fuel tanks, fuel containers, RCS in there. Actually, RCS might be quite a good idea. What does that give us? I don't know, 380 units, that's quite a bit. And I can put in a nitrogen, no oxygen, yes. I mean, that's probably overkill. What is that oxygen at now? 172 days, that's totally overkill. Hydrogen, life support. A fuel cell, don't really need it. CO2, no. Food, I mean, I think this whole thing would be perhaps over-engineered if I used it like this. So, okay, which one am I trying to do? Oh gosh, I'll just put it on this side and calculate then. So that was life support, and that would be 59 days worth of food. Nah, we don't need this. It make it a bit too heavy and clunky. We'll use the small ones. So there is a small life support item under, I've seen it around here somewhere. Where are you? Payload, no. Coupling. Oh, come on, hang on a sec. I'll just check chat while I'm here. No, everyone's there. So containers, I don't need those fancy containers. I just want my small round drum. There it is. And I'm going to put it up there. So that's now at 6 days of food and water. Slightly larger one. Actually, that would be possibly quite a good idea. So let's see what that looks like. That is now 28 days of water. That's plenty. 29 days of food. 5 days of oxygen. That's okay. We can put a pressurized tank in here. Actually, I'll put them on the side of this thing here. Oh, not the small ones. We get 2 large ones. Alright, so that should be 65 days worth of oxygen. An absolute ton of water, food. Don't need ammonia. Okay, good, that's fine. Okay, so is Nightbot currently spamming everyone about something? I can't tell if it's just me. Blimmin' thing. So power is very important, and I will need, I think, quite a bit of it. How much electrical charge is that in the shade? 1 hour? Yeah, we're gonna need a bit more than that. And I'll stick one more and clip it through. Kind of cheeky. 2 hours in the shade. That's fine. And it's not too brilliant, but it'll do. always nice to stick panels up here in case everything else goes horribly wrong for some reason. And then I don't yet have the really nice electrical tech to give me nice deployable solar panels, so it's just going to be these ugly ones, which should be okay. Oh, that'll be fine for now. We'll see how that is. So perpetual electrical charge, which is good. The next thing I really want is the thermal coupling of the 2.5 meter heat shield. And how heavy are we? Center of mass is really high, which is a bit concerning. I could take out that stack and put all the electrical stuff in like this, which would at least... Let's have a look. Yeah, it's about the same, but it might move the center of mass a bit lower. No, not really. Oh, right, fine, game. Capacitors are kind of cool, so I'm going to put them in the middle. They're useful for dumping a lot of charge quickly, if I do end up in an emergency situation and need power. Science is very nice. So, what do we want to take with us to Minmus? I only need one experiment due to Kerbalism, or one of each experiment. So I'm going to put just one there, little radiation thing there, and let's turn the mass thing off. I need a little structure in the middle, I feel like, and I could do it this way. It's a little bit ugly, but it works. Oh wow, that's super ugly, and it could cook in some strange way. So I need a little something. I need RCS. I could put... Oh, could I put like an inline stabilizer here? Why not? And then we can put a bit of science there. So, how heavy is that now? 7 tons. It's quite heavy, but it's not too extreme. Fairings at least? Yes, fairings will be going up with the vessels. And I actually think I want a little bit more power. 2 hours without power is not that much. So look, it's kind of a bit awkward there. 3 hours without power. I guess that'll be okay. And just turn that off. Come on, back to 1. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of ugly, but it works. And science, we do perhaps want the plasma thingy-me there. And communications, we want the simple communitron, put it in there. It's not quite perfect, but that'll do. And then we're going to go and mess around on the wonderful Minmus, which will be a good laugh. Antenna. I don't know if I need all of these, but I'm going to put them on anyway because I like having antennas. Come on, up a little bit. Cool, is it not in the way of the gangway? No, it is not. So, that feels like a pretty good service module. Oh, one more science thing, or 2. I need some goo. So, goo, mystery goo. Up here. Really? Come on, just... Are you happy? You are happy there. Okay, well, maybe I'll just put you around to here. Throw that away. Give me communications again. So communications is good because it keeps the crew a lot happier. They do get unhappy on long journeys if they can't talk to home, thanks to the way that the Kerbalism mod works. So we're going to keep them much happier this way. So we've got 2. That's high and low on Minmus. Should be okay. We're going to be going... I kind of want 3. I could put... what if I put 2 there like that? So it's a bit more... That's fine. 4 is fine. So now we're up around 7.5 tons. Wow, that's getting pretty meaty indeed. So we need to just check double here, nitrogen, hydrogen, blah, blah, all the supplies look really good. 28 days for food and water. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I might stick one more cannon. Oh, thermal panels would be a good idea. What does that do? Just, no, that's ugly. Small thermal control system. Extend. Ugh. No, that's kind of rubbish. I think just a panel. And I do kind of want them further down. Close this. Where can I put... I think we'll just put more electrical up here. This is where I am a touch worried about sort of the heat shield not working for it properly. Hello there, monks. Good to see you. Is that enough solar? Do I need to... I can put that there, and I can put another solar panel there. So, it's a little bit weird and hokey looking, but it's not too bad. And this service bay, I think, is just fantastic. I think it looks very pretty. So I'm going to stick that in my sub-assemblies while I forget, or before I forget. It's got everything I want. Yes. Sub-assembly. So there we go. 2.5 meter service bay. I like to have everything kind of tucked away if I can possibly help it. Oh, good on you, monks. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, if you do, then you'll hear a wonderful ahoy sound, which is very heartening for all concerned. So I do actually also want more drogue chutes, and I will put them here. I do want to separate them. What are you doing? Okay, good, that's fine. And maybe I'll just... Oh, no, we can't have that there. Just put that... no, something like that. I'll switch this one just around over the window a little bit, just for neatness. And we got solar panels all around. And clear-ish of the gangway. I think that'll be fine for Minmus. Cool. Okay, so now the actual launchery parts. That is going to be a very large rocket, which is always fun. Oh, fairing type adapter. Where are you, fairing? Oh, I've only got a little one, so it's not going to be much good. It won't really work. The good news is really that this is looking pretty aerodynamic already. It's not too extreme, so should be okay. It is just, it's going to need a lander part. And what I actually have is some interesting lander options. So I have this orbital maneuvering assembly. It will take actual fuel tanks, which is kind of cute. Fuel tanks like that. Bloop, look at that. That's kind of cute and adorable. In Delta V, not much. So I do want to give it a little bit more Delta V. I like how close to the ground it is, though. It's going to be very helpful. Like, how much would that be? 193. Ugh. Really? In Delta... that's really... That seems low. Am I going to land? I'm going to land on Minmus. Yes. Let me just look at my picture. But I'm not going to land with that much Delta V, or I'm not going to take off again very much. So it's going to need to be a little bit more substantial than that. Fuel tanks. I'm playing a career mode game, so I only have limited stuff. What? 100 and... I don't like that engine. That engine feels a bit... What about this one? That's a bit ridiculous. That's a bit tiny. Are we just going for the standard poodle? Why was the other... What was wrong with this set? Oh, I need RCS. Oh, almost forgot. Really? This doesn't feel right. Oh, it's a monoprop engine. These are kind of cool. These are in fact very cool, but I don't have a great deal of places to put a lot of monoprop. Like I don't... Yeah, it's a monopropellant engine. No wonder it was causing me chaos and confusion. But monopropellant is actually a good idea. I should not forget it because it's very easy to do so. Give me fuel. Last time I needed quite a bit, but I don't think I will need that much. Let me just check our center of mass. It's a little high, but I can't do much about that. Can I fit? I like a little bit of monoprop in these. 2. Just come here. Instead of sitting there, yeah, sit inside there. Oh, all right. You are happy doing that. Okay, great. That lowered the center of mass a little bit. Okay, so a bit of monoprop there. Fine. I will leave you alone, service module. You need to go there, and we need RCS. So we're covering up anything important? Not especially. Arguably the drogues. And then 4 more. I don't know, something like that. It's a little over-engineered, but that's okay. That's how I roll. So let me just check what chat's saying. Any horrible offences? Oh, well, no problem, monks. It's always good to have someone say hello to you. So engine. We're going for, no, not this tiny spark. We're going for a poodle. It's so big. I don't like how big it is. That's massive. I don't like how big it is because it makes landing a pain. And what I actually need to do, so 1500 delta V, that's a ton of delta V. Chat window's gone away, come back chat window. Okay, so 1500 delta V is enough to come back easily, not enough to get out. So what I might do, I'm pondering. If you can't hear, that's the sound of my brain working. It is a weird sound. So, could do that. Actually, what? Nope, come here. What I'm inclined to do is to put Separatrons on side, and we will take some. We'll take some. Take some small fuel. Okay, this needs to be 4 because 6 is doing my head in. There we go. Are those massively heavy? 0.4, 0.25, and 0.05. Alright, we'll take some fuel tanks with us. Bye-bye, ducky. Oh, thanks, monks. That's good to hear. I like to be nice and favourite. So, fuel lines will go in. Actually, that's what I want to do before I do that. This really needs to go down low so that we have a better chance of landing. Because we can put legs on the end of it. So that's pretty low. Yes, that isn't too bad. It's going to be ugly getting it into space, but that's just how we have to roll. Alright, so what would that delta V be now? It's not giving... Is that giving me any difference at all? I mean, if I put on... If I put on another tank, does it change? No. Why not? Why will it not change? Get these little hats on. Oh, Kerbal Engineer, are you not updating for us? Do we need to... We've got to remember you for starters, so that's quite important. We only need 1 of you, and you should be just about massless, so it shouldn't really matter where we stick it. There we go. Kerbal Engineer's in. So... Oh, I see. This is the wrong way round. So this, come up here. Oh, okay. So section 4 now has a total of 2,600 delta V. Can it get this game on iPad or not? No chance. Nope. Sorry, that doesn't work that way. Structural. A little bit of support here. Oh well, ×4, please, game. You always default to it when I don't want it, and when you do want it, it's not there. That's a bit weirdly angled, so I can't do that. Needs to be pretty straight. That'll do. So, 2,700. That feels like 2000. Yeah, that feels pretty good, especially with a bunch of monoprop. That's probably what we're going to spend a lot of time doing. So now we need legs. So unfortunately, I wish we could get a shroud around this, but it's just not going to happen. But we do have the... Okay, you're not being strange, game. Good. Okay, so legs. That's plenty good enough for Minmus. Way potentially over-engineered even. And on the way back, we'll be able to just ditch these fuel tanks, which will keep everything a bit lighter. We have got plenty of monoprop, science, engineering, communications, electricity. Whew. Okay, hey there, Slip. Good to see you. Alright, so this is... This is good for Minmus. It's a little bit overcooked, I think. Just a touch in terms of engineering, but that's okay. You don't need so much fuel from Minmus. No, I mean, I will be able to re-enter... I'll be able to do an atmosphere break, which means I won't need to circularize, but I've made it with just the middle fuel tank. Yeah, I'm sort of thinking if I take this off, then I have to put it back on if I don't like it. I also don't especially mind... okay, we're just going to save that. I don't especially... Add a drill and a convertitron. I don't have that tech. I'm doing career mode early. I don't mind this. I think it's okay. I mean, I know it's a bit over-engineered, but anyone who's watched my streams will know I over-engineer everything. And I love service bays. I just like it because it feels kind of realistic. I know this part doesn't, but that's because I'm not cheeky and I'm not very weird about how I build these modules. I do want it to kind of work. No. No, not you. Do I have... No. I don't have a big adapter to a big... That's fine. We actually don't have anything bigger than these fuel tanks. So, fuel tanks... Yep. So, I actually will not need... So far, that is enough to get there and back. So I won't need... I only need to get into orbit, which is good to know. So, what's the atmosphere burn? And thanks to one of my regulars, Virok, for noticing I wasn't using Kerbal Engineer properly. So, is it one more and a big engine? That might be pushing it for thrust to weight ratios. I do have a swivel. I got the skipper. Is it the skipper or the swivel that I want? That one is 650 kilotons of thrust. Oh, well, of course that's tiny. Oh, this is the one I want on the main sail. Silly tiny pirate. Oh, there it is. Okay, clip. Come on. So that's just enough delta V as it stands. 2.4. Well, I mean, it's just enough. You don't have the service bay yet. It's just enough. What do you call it? Yeah, thrust for this over one. So this will go up once we ditch our side pieces. We are going to take some side pieces with us. So ejection force. This has the most ejection force. So I think we will go at least for our 2. And oh, I had better not forget before I do. I'm using stage recovery, which allows me to recover stages if they have parachutes on them. So what I want is parachute with that. That's correct. Engine. So that's zip, then it goes whoosh, then it goes drop, then it goes shoot, drugs. Yeah, so that's all good. So these will need to have on them. What would we be like with 2 of those? Let me have a look. Not enough. So maybe I'll put a proper stage on. Okay, decouplers higher up. Well, the problem with putting the decouplers higher up is I've had real issues with things decoupling and then crashing into the craft. So they are somewhat deliberately lower down at present. I will not do that, CM. If you like that sort of thing, more power to you. Now, let me have a little see. No, it's a bit rubbish. It's a bit... I don't like these old fuel tanks either. Oh, not fuel tanks, these old looking fuel tanks that look so hokey and rusty. So I want the Reliant 2,700, that's not enough. 2,800 is not enough. Come here, just sit there. Needs a bit more. It's going to explode. I don't think so. I think it's going to be okay. Do I asparagus stage? I think that's going to be the answer, to be honest. Well, not full asparagus, but we'll do some. So... oh, no. Fail. It's not clipped on properly. You got to really watch that. If you don't clip it on the decoupler properly, it will, yeah, it will cause you a lot of problems. So that with fuel lines, 1, 2, and its own engines. I mean, it's not a full asparagus, but it'll do the trick. Main sail. So now we're a bit like a Falcon Heavy. And what do you know? We have plenty of Delta V, so that should be more than enough to get into orbit if everything doesn't explode. It's looking very Falcon Heavy. Quite pleased with that. Do need to strut this bad boy. Yeah, where can we go? Get one in here. And we'll do the same on this side. Just if you don't have like equal force on the struts or kind of balance them, they can cause a kind of twisting effect in the craft, which is not fun. Down you come, rocket. Want to make it look a bit better. Okay, let me have a look. Decoupler's higher. You know what? I actually think you guys are right. I think you are right. I have fuel lines, so we're going to take this off. I think because we want to force it just after the center of the gravity of this, right? Like, I get what you're saying. I do get that. So, now it's gonna be, throw it away. Yeah, if we have it too low, then the tops are gonna fall into the rocket because I don't have separatrons yet, the little separator rockets. I think that'll be okay. I hope that'll be okay. So we'll get this put back together pretty quick. Boop. Boop. This is a pretty big, this is going to be, I admit, a pretty massive rocket to send to Minmus, the lander stage, but I want to be sure, and I want to be able to get back without taking like a million hours. Monks, can you stop spamming that? It's a bit rude. Thank you. Lever principle. Gotcha. Yeah. So I think that looks about balanced right now. There's a couple of guys down there watching us build it. Nice one, Kerbals. I hate how unaerodynamic this top part is, but it's just going to have to. It's going to have to be. And I like wide. I really like wide legs on my landers, basically. So, final thing is we do need some winglets because it will have trouble otherwise, I suspect, steering that. Just yeah, okay. I do not have any more massive inlines, so I've got one built into the lander and one on here, so it's not too bad, but there's only one way to find out if this is going to work. Have I forgotten everything? Oh, parachutes. Almost did forget. I want to stage recover these guys because they are good. So will come on, 3 be enough? Oh, okay, 2 then. Stage recovery. Do it like that and like that. So let me just check. Go whoosh. Go. Oh, we need this other whoosher as well. 3,900, there's plenty. Go whoosh, and then go chop, 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 clunk, fire those, and then go whoosh with that. Go zoom, go decouple those, go zoom, landy, landy. Cool, I think that'll work. Oh, what does stage recovery reckon? Oh, stage recovery's unhappy. Ugh, why are you so unhappy, stage recovery? what if I put more chutes on here? I think that might help. What are you all around? Recalculate. Oh, now you're green. Oh, well, fine then. Alright, that's your bag. Stage recovery. We're going to put 8 chutes on this thing. Ah, yellow, 80%. Stage 8 is 54%. Really? What is stage 8? Are those two? No. Ah, you can't be kidding. You got to be kidding me. I think that will be fine. That's a ton of parachutes. We'll find out, I suppose. What does it reckon? 54% chance? Or it's going too fast. Alright, well, I think we can fit one more in, as long as it doesn't cause everything to explode. Okay, so... just put it there. Really? Where are all my parachutes going? Oh, all these... Okay, so all these parachutes are going to fire at launch. Silly. Okay, that and that has to work now. Oh, highlight. Vessel highlighting. Okay, so we go up, we decouple and drop a ton of parachutes. 88% chance. They're a little fast. That's okay, I don't mind. I could put like a I don't know, a couple of 4 drogue chutes on this one. Alright, let's double check because everything right now is looking a little messy. So, hey there, Afro. So, we've got rockets, we've got these parachutes. I'm just going to scroll through them to make sure I don't see anything out of whack. 4, 4, 4. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's going to be perfect. Okay, so give it some, like, yeah, some legs to hold on to. Okay, I actually need to check the time zone. I don't want this to be the wrong time because otherwise we'll be sitting out there for days at a time. Alright, you want to see it explode? You've obviously been listening to my daughter who loves to see these rockets just go bang. That's her favourite pastime. So let us leave. No problem, monks. And let's check Minmus's position. Do I need to mess with TransferWindowPlanner? I don't think I do. Kerbin and it's I don't know, Minmus to the Mun? No, I can't do it. I don't know why it doesn't want to do it. I just want to. Origin is Kerbin, and we want to. I don't want to see. I don't know. I can plot to go to like other parts of the universe, but not to Minmus. I just have to be smart, I suppose. Oh, Minmus is the second closest moon. It's the one made of mint ice cream. It's adorable. So where is it now? It's there. And if that's our whoops. Oh, if that's our... Oh, I have to do it in map view, don't I? If that's our target, even so, I want it to be a bit further around. I think I want it to be around about here from memory. When we are at the right point of our ascending descending thingy-bobby. So let me get the planet around. Okay. That's not right. Can we just go for it? I'm just lining up the planes. So I think, hey there, Afro. Yeah, good to hear from you over there in Australia. If we go from, oh, hang on, there's the planet I'm aiming for. So if we go from there and we burn, I think that would work. I think we're okay now. YOLO. Yes, Nightbot, what are you doing? Just give me a sec while I check out what Nightbot's up to. It's being very strange. What? It's just so weird. It is weird. Hang on a sec. Alright, let me see if it works now. I'm just going to fiddle with a sec. Bear with me. I'll just put a button on this thing as well. Where is it? spam. I pushed the insert add button. I wonder if it does anything. You tell me. I have no idea. Well, I fiddle with Nightbot. What do I need to go to? Streamlabs.com. Let me have a look. No, owner or moderator. Yeah. Okay, so cool. Hopefully that works. It's being... okay. Yes, I'm using a bunch of mods. They are all listed in the video. They're listed in the video description. And, okay, hopefully the stream is all recovered. Everything is working. I can't tell. They're listed in the video description. I'm using a ton. The main mod is what is it? Kerbalism, which adds a realism overlay. So here you can see things, for example, that our Muna map... Muna Sciencer? No, where's our Muna Lander? I think it's because we're not taken off yet. Our Muna Lander, for example, will have like food and water we have to worry about. Minmus Lander, there we go. We got filled. Launch vessel, good. Okay, cool. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Why did you write tip? I wrote tip because I'm trying to get Nightbot to work and it's being a pain. So I'm just going to type it out manually. Tip me at http. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know if that'll work. We'll see. So, okay, we need to go upwards in the very upwardly direction. Everything is working. So I've got a whole bunch of mods. They're all here. I have got Kerbalism, which gives you radiation concerns, food, water, power level, life support. If you look at the pod, for example, it has scrubbers, pressure control. It's a habitat. Other things to worry about in there as well. We do have inventory, good. You also have in here X-Science, which helps us choose the right science things to do. I've got DMagicOrbitalScience. I have Chatterer for noise, plotter, near future stuff, robotics, near future electricity stuff, robotics, stage recovery, and SCANsat. Oh, whew, okay, cool. So let's go. Oh. That's not good. I'm just going to revert that because I have no idea what went wrong. Oh, I didn't stage it properly. That's silly. I'm not gonna suffer through screwing that one up because that's just dumb, and I don't want to be totally dumb. Okay, so now let's go upwards. Are we ready? We're ready. Everything should work now. Everything is working now. So you did very briefly get to see an explosion. Oh, Nightbot. It is such a pain. Let me have a look. Nightbot. Spam protection. There we go. Hopefully it's happier. Okay. Time to look at tilting over. I suspect so. Little gentle start. Nightbot. Nightbot is the bane of my existence. I just want it to tell people to do something like tip. And it just will not. It will not stop doing anything but basically banning people and being a pain. This thing controls beautifully. I must admit that. No wobble. Very clean. I'm very pleased about that. Even with our 4 ridiculous giant side pods. Okay, 30k. We're up at 18. I think we're on a good trajectory. Okay, here comes a decouple. Ooh, that was close. That was close. They are not good. That was fine. Okay, whew, that was close. I held it very steady, and this rocket was going very steadily in the right direction. Wow. Okay, so we are going up, and now we're tilting over because we want horizontal velocity. I don't know if any of you are orbital scientists, but we're going up, which is great. We need to get up to 70k to be in space, but now we need to go very fast around, or we're going to fall back down, right? So that's how it works. Definitely time to... Oh, let's tilt over here, and we're going to tell Minmus that it's our target. Oh, we can just about burn potentially straight for it. Although, well, could we go... I think we might try for a direct transfer. It's going to be hard, but that might be worth trying. Yeah, I'm going to try. I think 65. Yeah, we're just going to burn. Just ignore Nightbot. If it's a total pain, I'll tell it to leave. It's not doing what I want it to do anyway. Actually, I'm not comfortable doing a direct burn because it can be really unpredictable. If I get it wrong, then we'll have to start over. I don't know, is Nightbot deleting comments? I'm just going to tell it to leave. Dashboard, Nightbot, get out of the channel. Pain in the neck thing. There we go. I'll just spam you myself then. There we go. You can enjoy my own personalized spam. So, oh, don't want to go inside. I want to go stop. So we're almost at orbital height, which is great. And in fact, I might just want to just push it up anyway because we can, and we have a little bit of fuel left. And I don't mind if we push it out. And actually, do I? Maybe I do. What program do I use to make videos? I use... Oh, it's a little bit high. It's a bit ridiculous. I use... what is it? I use OBS. Yeah, OBS to stream. If I'm not using OBS, I use Action to do recordings. 240, that's fine. Tilt over, come back to me. We are going... Okay, we've got this big rocket to haul around, so our reaction wheels are having a hard time. So, right now, I want to ditch it. I want to get a little bit more push out of it, but I don't need that much. I want to ditch this so it falls back, and we'll rely... Well, maybe we'll take it with us a little bit. I do like it when they fall back and I get stage recovered rather than having to delete them. These are expensive parts. I have things to upgrade still. So let's just up this to a bit more. It's definitely coming back like that. And then we will discard it. And we'll fire the next rocket and we'll circularize it a little bit higher. And 73 is fine. So, right, great. The body's going to fall back. It's now time to plan our maneuver. You have lag when recording? That is a shame. I can't, yeah. VLC, I've never used VLC for streaming. OBS is great. If you're having lag, then there might be a bitrate issue. Yeah, that's all I can suggest. I'm not really an expert. Oh, does that actually come... Oh. Maybe make it a little bit... Wow. How close would that be? Ugh, not that close. And a long way behind. What if we just change the time a little bit? Give it a little bit more. It does actually... Oh, it wants an orbital satellite as well. I should have brought one with me. Can we come up a little bit to it? Come on. Just... Oh. Okay, all this orbital adjusting. No. Whoops. One. No, come around a bit more. So I'm just adjusting the time when we do our burn and how much power we put into it to try and ensure we get a connection. And I just need to... Do I? Not radial. So if I add a little bit of tilt to it, how are we going to go? So this is always about this a little bit dry, but we will get there in the end if we're careful. So There we go. And that is very far away. Bit more, bit more, bit more, bit more. Ooh, that's getting nice and close. And if we do that, no, I think this needs to be in the order of very small magnitudes. And getting close, getting close, getting close. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's already, see, if that close the orbit's being pulled. I think that'll do. I don't want to overcook it, and I don't want to be here all day. So 21 minutes till our burn. It's going to cost 800 delta V. How much do we have on us? Vessel, don't need orbital or surface. We have 1600, oh, total 2600. That should be more than enough. I'm very happy. So go away that. So, oh, first time watching on your gaming PC. Cool. So we'll get this lined up, and I think we'll open our service bay and pull out the antennas that we have here. Deploy. I don't know, set this one up as a relay just because we can. That's 2 antennas down, and I think over here, big heavy craft this, to be perfectly frank. I will deploy these cool science experiments because they're fun. There's one. DMagicOrbitalScience gives you these cool science mods. It means you do progress. Oh, this one's clipping through. Never mind. You do progress through the early game a little earlier than you would otherwise, but it's not too extreme, I think. So 20 minutes for a 1 minute, 2 minute burn. So let's speed up. Sorry, I was having a little cough. Alright, speeding up and catching up with our burn location. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I want to start about just under a minute out. It will be quite precise, but we can adjust it as we go. So half of 47, half of 13 is 7, so in about now. Full tilt. Now we just got to wait. Zoom. Go. Sucking these ones dry. Very good. We'll be able to ditch them probably when we take off, actually. Just about when we take off from Minmus, I expect. And just come home with that, which will help reduce the weight quite a bit. Might give us more delta V than Kerbal Engineer currently estimates. How you doing? So our landing isn't going to be our good science. It's taking its time. Our landing won't be a science mission completion right now. Oh, here we go, stage recovery. So it got 2 stages back. The other one's in orbit. I'll have to manually view it. Come on. 400. Delta V left. Speed it up a bit. We seem to be drifting slightly off center, so let me just correct that. Alright, 5, 4, 2, 1, so X. It will be down. I've seen interplanetary transfers where you can get it down to like very precise orbit. A ballistic orbit, you can be down to like 1 meter a second or less, and you will or will not hit your planet target. But that looks... well, it doesn't look too bad at all. Yeah, it's not too extreme. I might want to get out there and do a little bit of a correction. But let us get going. Hopefully we don't soak up too much radiation on the way out as well. That's pretty. Looking very nice. Yeah, we are going through a radiation belt, but you can't do much about that. Which way? Let's make sure we're pointing towards the sun. Good. Take the electricity. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yay. Exposed to extreme radiation. Yes. Not too bad. Not as bad as if there was a solar flare, which can come and it can kill everyone, which is very depressing. We're going out, we're going out, we're going out. Good. Any science to be gathered? Nope. do I want to make a... Just come back to me here. Focus. Right click. Focus. Oh gosh. Okay, just do a... No, just do a maneuver here. So if the maneuver was... Oh, yeah, we could adjust it. 48. Not into the planet, I think. So it's like, what, 2 delta V? Really? Alright. So what we can do for this is... Oh, there's the target over here. That's not what we want. We want this target, and we might as well just do it now and give it a little bit of, just a teensiest little push. There we go. We're going to come in nice and close, and that's going to, yeah, that's going to be nice. It's a pity I didn't bring us a mapping unit with me, but that's okay. Tiny little adjustments out here make a big difference later on. Okay, so let's warp to the transfer bitty bobby, where we get into the encounter. Warp here. Oh, what are you saying? Oh, science. Yeah, I know. I've got a science vessel and it keeps running out of link to the back home. And every time it loses its link, you can see the link lines there. Every time it loses its link, it complains. Oh, Minmus lander lost a solar panel? Ah, well, you know, we're well equipped for that because what we have is... we brought 2 scientists. I think she can repair it. Yes, she can. Why did we bring 2? We brought 2 scientists. That's so annoying. Okay, never mind. The only mistake we've made so far. Let's just speed up. Let's get in, and then we can start our data transfers as well. We do some science, grab some data. So, do the, yeah. Oh, here we go. So, brilliant. What are we saying here? World milestones. Yay, flyby Minmus. Explore Minmus. Any closer, there'd be paperwork? Well, that's weird. We haven't got that close yet. X-Science will now be telling me... What? Oh, here we go. All kinds of science things to do. So, we got to crack through these, and I don't have a button to do that. We're going to log our magnetometer data. Frozen ice cream doesn't emit a magnetic field. Well, we know that. It is made of frozen ice cream after all. Crew report. Radio fails to transmit when set to the off position. Very true. Obas, I think you can do the honor of a EVA report over this place. Don't toggle the EVA suit. Yes, it's small. It looks so delicious. You're right. It does look quite tasty. The plasma wave scanner thing. Is it protected and blasted by solar wind? Oh, that's true. Interesting. And the pressure data, these are all flashing. Reads 0 as if it was in a vacuum. Well, that is true. Log radiation data. Abnormal amount of radiation. Can't figure out the origin. Oh, that's a bit of a worry. Log temperature. Seems to be cold. And observe the mystery goo. A mystery goo is sitting on faceplate and won't get off. Ah, lovely. The mystery goo is delightful. So that's pretty good. So, I am pleased. We now basically just need to warp in to here, which I'm just going to tell it to do for us. And zomp, Minmus, you look beautiful. And meanwhile, we need to get ourselves lined up with a reactive, a negatory burn. There you go. Retrograde burn. Zup. We're pushing it. And our orbit is now going to take, wow, quite a while to come back. Because we're actually getting a slingshot. Because we're coming around the front, kind of the front of the planet, we're getting a slingshot effect. It's going to throw us out. If we came around, or coming around the back, if we came around the front, it would slow us down a little. And that's what the Apollo astronauts did when they did their flybys. And boop. Oh, that's a little low. I think that's fine. It's Minmus. What's the worst can happen? How do you get science points? So you have experiments, and with this mod, with Kerbalism mod, I can send everything home. I've got a data here, and I can send it all home. The only one I can't do is a mystery goo, and now it's all being sent back to the headquarters. And what I actually need to do is go through that whole process again. Crew report near Minmus. Let's go back. I saw a cool rock down there. Oh, me too, pal. Log magnetometer data. Frozen ice cream doesn't admit. Yes, I know. Observe mystery goo. Another mystery goo container. Feels right at home near the ice cream planet. Cool for it. Log temperature. Log radio plasma waves. Slightly over the moon's surface. Oh, that must be one of the anomalies it's talking about, I think. There are strange things on planets that are worth observing. And Bob, you're our last surviving original member of the crew. So we're going to give you the chance to do the EVA report. Very good. And board again. All the science that's fit to science, and we're going to send it all home. And KerbalAlarmClock, go away. Where are you? And I think we'll just leave that there. So now it's time to think about configuring for landing. Hey there, 8-Bit Animator, good to see you again. Anyone else hello that I haven't already said hello to? What I actually want to do is I probably want to come around to here and drop... Oh, how much does this planetoid rotate? It's not very... Oh yeah, these orbits don't take long, so I've got a little bit of time. Reaction wheel failed. Oh, just as well. See, this is why you bring spares of everything. That's so annoying. Why did that fail? Critical failure on a reaction wheel. We brought a spare, but even so, I am a bit... That's a bit annoying. We can't have too many things fail. Yeah, I know. Signal lost because we fell out behind the planet, or behind the moon. I think if I burn... Let me just have a look. Not that way. Zero that. If I burn... 0. Give me 10. Yeah, I think if I burn like that, I might be in a good spot to land. Yep. So we're just going to find where that would be now and do a little burn. That'll be fine. Do I suggest mods? I kind of do. Yes, this one's going to be just fine. Well, depends what you want from your experience. I think everyone should play Kerbal default at least once. And then I think you should... Oh, really? Did we go... How far over did we go? I think everyone should play Kerbal default at least once. And then I think people should try it with mods, because mods are fun. Okay, so... I think this is going to work just fine. And then when we come around to about here, I'm kind of going to just dead stop it. I might do that now, actually, and go for a landing sort of in this big bowl of ice cream here. There are a bunch of really fun mods, and they do add a lot, but you kind of want to have a feel for what you enjoy about the game first, so playing without mods is a good idea. And yes. Drop into this bowl of ice cream. Yeah, so that's good. I actually, I don't want to drop it right in the middle, because I'm going to come over to about here and then just go like negative. And if I was to go... I want to move this over a little bit. I'm not sure. I think... Will it be this way? It will be this way. And right in the middle. Cool. So, that's good. What I want now is Kerbal Engineer's Dead Man's Burn thing. Suicide burn distance. 15 kilometers up. That's okay. What are we now? What, 15 kilometers up? Oh no, we're 15 kilometers from the dead burn thing. What do you do when I'm starting out? How do I train or scenarios? I just do the contracts that it suggests. I don't like... I mean, I do the simple tests. I don't like doing the flying tests because they're really hard to get exactly all your speed right. I don't know. I think we've already got that. So we need to toggle these away. Put the stuff away. And I think we can just leave that poking out. Close those. So yeah, we don't have any more science, do we? No, we have to land to get more science. So, where's our retrograde? This is heavy. It's a bit hard perhaps for you guys to pick up, but boy, it is a heavy... What? Is that empty already? Oh, that's not much fuel. That's not much fuel at all. That, ooh. How much delta V have we got on the vessel? That should be enough. I think it will be enough. Yes, it will be enough. Alright. You got the game 2 hours ago? Oh, great. Well, I mean, there's lots of good tutorials to watch on it, so I do encourage having a look. So, Scott Manley's pretty good. Oh, hey, thanks, Ray. $5. That's brilliant. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I will definitely try and keep up the videos. I've been quite enjoying doing this, which is good. So, it's telling me I've got 13 kilometers until I need to suicide burn. 12. Yeah, that's fine. 11. I guess there just isn't much speed on Minmus. 9, 8. I'm gonna get over this hill. Yes. 6. Yeah, I mean, there's not much speed. The planetoid, the moon is small. You're not going very fast around it, so coming down is pretty easy. Better not forget the gear. It's looking very nice. Yeah, I mean, one of the things some people like to do is spend a lot of time flying around the planet doing, like, lots of science on the planet. I really hate that. I really don't. It takes a long time to fly around a lot, and it's kind of boring, to be perfectly frank. Whereas you could just, like, get up into space, and especially if you use, like, some of the DMagicOrbitalScience or some of the science mods. If you are playing campaign for the first time, go into the custom or make it easy. Give yourself lots of extra rewards. You give yourself heaps of, yeah. Really? We're going to not need much time at all? The suicide burn I'm a bit worried about. I'm actually going to start doing it now. We're just going to get the pilot here to hold retrograde. Oh, see, it's not exactly coming down that quick. I mean, it's not too bad. Oh, well, what am I saying? It's coming down really quick now. I have to speed up a little, please. Speed up. Oh, a little bit of fog over the surface. And we'll just push this back a little bit more. Coming down. I mean, Minmus is actually, if you can get to it, it's the loveliest thing to land on because it's close. And look, you come down very, very slowly. It's easy to bounce off it. Little Nightmares? I don't recall it. I don't recall Little Nightmares. Okay, here we go. I want to slow down just a touch more. That's fine. I mean, that is a beautiful sight, I think. On liftoff, I might even try ditching these things as we take off, just to reduce the hassle. Okay, so now what I need to do is hit stability assist. It's really easy to, if you leave it on retrograde, it's easy to give yourself like a tiny amount of up thrust, and then your vessel tries to flip, which is bad news. See, it was just kind of, it was going to move, and if I got that down to like in the positives, if I was coming up, the vessel would try and move. Or if I had it on prograde right now, it'd be busy trying to flip around. Okay, we can probably do it on RCS. Look, just come down slow. Oh no, RCS, just bring it. Okay, RCS off, and we're landed. Yay! And that's why I like the wide legs, right? It stops you bouncing, makes it a bit ugly. Whoo, we landed. Okay, let's have a look. World first milestone, Minmus, spacewalk, scientific data, stuff. Cool. Let me clear these first. Explore Minmus. Okay, great. So, tip this out. Yay, we have contact. What science can I do? I can't remember if I can. I don't think I can do a I can do a magnetometer from the surface. It's flat on lesser flats. Yes, cool. And there are different biomes I could explore if I was feeling really brave, which I'm not. That one needs to be in space. Observe mystery goo. The mystery goo bowls of minty resembles a bowl of minty ice cream. Lovely. And pressure data, yes. And radiation data, yes. And temperature data, yes. It's only got... We've done all that, I thought. Oh, it's thinking about surface sample, crew report, and EVA report. That's fine, we can do all those now. I'm glad it reminded me about the crew report. Crew report. Jumping in the air and strafing at the same time. Now if I only had a water pistol. Yes. Alright, so everybody get out. So who's going to get out? Mike Hunt. I will play more Rust. I need more people who are going to join me who are not terrible like I am, because it gets a bit embarrassing when you're really, really terrible. Let the breeze in. EVA report. Superhero. I am a superhero because watch. We can jump. Boing. Whee. But space. Just fly around. Minmus is so low gravity. Boing. Okay, turn off your... You don't need stability assist, pal. So you have a little run over here. Oh, I love that moonwalk. That is amazing. And the reflection of the rocket. Very nice. You are very, very good, young man. Minmus lesser flat. Oh, that's a lot of science. Wow, I'm very pleased. And we're going to put down any more EVA report. I think we got that. Plant a flag. You'll play Rust with me. I know you will, Mike. I should actually set out a time. That would be good. First landing on Minmus. Thanks to stream. Thanks to stream followers. Yay. Alright, so I think I should get the other crew out for the experience because... Come on, where are we? Yes, Vessel. Bob, you deserve to come out in memory of all the other Kerbals who I accidentally murdered. Just throw yourself at the ground. Come on. Just, alright. Impale yourself on the rocket on the way down. Come on. Come on, I should have just flown off. Boing. He's happy. Whee! Jump. Whoosh. Next. Next. And next. Back to the ship. Out comes our other scientist. You, be smart. Turn on your jetpack and just jet your way down. There we go. Press shift to run faster. Ah, what? Just stop bouncing across the surface. I actually wonder, is there anything over there that's different? Whoa. Okay, those mountains are a little bit further away than I thought. I don't want to mess around right now trying to get over to them. I do want to get better tech for these guys before we start exploring a lot. So we need all the rover type things. We could have brought a rover and dropped it off. Walked on the moon and walked on, sorry, Minmus. Put a flag on Minmus, yes. So everybody back in the vessel. We have to go home. It's time to fly. Time to fly home. Back. Just no. Okay. Come on. Come on. I don't want you to waste monoprop just piddling about here, okay? We need to get back in. We also don't want to risk any like coronal mass ejections coming and damaging us. Okay, so in you get. Phew, one down. Prepare the vessel for liftoff. And you. Swoosh. I do like Minmus. Always fun. Gotta go study? Oh, have fun, man. Good to hear from you. And in. Study is a good idea. Then you can afford, you know, to get a job that buys you a PC so you can play games, but you won't have time because you'll be too busy working. The game is too hard for your brain. It's not too bad once you... Well, where are you going? Okay, no. It's always one troublemaker, isn't there? It's not too bad once you get a grip on the basics. Like I don't... Hey there, Mind Potato. I don't mean like you just got to keep playing it, but you watch a couple of tutorials, have a go, and then you'll find that it makes a lot more sense. Everything sort of clicks together then. Okay, so we needed to close our toggle magnetometer. I've got Okay, I'm saving that science report for later because I've got a contract, I think, too. So let me just have a look what we've got. I've got to build an outpost, which I don't want to do. Minmus, synchronous satellite, explore Minmus, return home, science data from around Kerbal. That's the one I'm going to save some data for. And we better configure for launch. Are we fully? Yes, we are fully ready. Can we easily go home from here? I think if we burn westward, I think we'll be okay. We're going to ditch in the next stream, maybe Saturday night my time, so it's Thursday night my time now. Yeah, we'll see. I think if we go westward we will be okay. So I think we'll just, yeah, try and go up. Hey there, subscriber. So we will go up and we will ditch these tanks because they're all empty. So I'm just checking the staging. Goodbye, tanks. And now we will go west. There it is. So, oh, put the SS on. And okay, we probably should aim up a touch more than that. Yeah, like that. So, ditch those heavy tanks. It should help our Delta V quite a bit. Oh, it's still a little bit... It's a little bit hairy. If I have to monoprop my way home again, like again, that would be a little depressing. See you later. Give it a little extra push. Okay, so... what if we... I think if we just warp out to here. That's what we're going to... No! Oh, what was that? Oh god, I think that was just our rockets falling down. Our legs. Good. Whew. Yes, it is cool to have streams. I do enjoy it as well, Vladit. I like having the interaction. It's fun. So... there is a steep learning curve, yeah, but once you get it, like, you understand space so much more than you would have ever thought. Like, you understand why orbits are and what freefall actually is, and these things that, you know, normal people don't understand. And then you'll bore everyone with long descriptions of those things, and they will hate you. But at least you'll know stuff, and they won't. So we want to get to here. So we are safe now. We're going to go back into orbit. Well. That's a little extreme. Oh, that's actually... Oh, that's really cheap, I think. 224. What... no, what would that give us? That would give us, like, a severely fast re-entry. 600... What is that saying? No, I don't want that much. Oh... There we go. I'm just checking it. 37 would be a little quick. 69. Oh, 37. It would be about right. So it's going to be, oh, only a 14-second burn. So maybe the fuel planning did actually go very well after all. I'm feeling pleased with myself. So I just want to... How are we looking for... Okay, so what is it telling us? Milestones. Escape the gravitational influence. Yay. So electricity is fine. Oxidize is fine. Shielding. Okay, food... Yes, oxygen. Yeah, okay, cool. So, just like to check those things, because if you get them wrong, everyone dies. With the Kerbalism mod. Oh, I am very friendly, it is true. Not like all those other streamers. They're bad. You should never watch them. You should just watch my videos over and over again. And 3... come on. We're not coming down or anything, are we? That's always a concern. Like, you mess up your orbit and you don't actually, you know, like you go past the point where you're supposed to be and then you crash. That's always a bit sad. 14 seconds. So, we need to burn at 7 seconds because half of the burn is going to be on one side of the maneuver node, the exact point we need, and the other half is going to be on this side of the maneuver node, on the other side and the side. So, you don't have to be that precise, but later on it matters. Like, if you're going to the other planets, you can do these very simple maneuvers where you just burn really fast and hard, and you end up sliding up to the other world. Or you can go like a ballistic, what's called a ballistic orbit, and that's really crazy, where you burn super fast. and you actually come in like a bullet, like you get lobbed into the planet. It's a bit hard to describe. That's how SpaceX wants to get to Mars. That way you go quicker. Can be cheaper on fuel, but you do come in really fast when you do finish it. And so there's a few issues with that, obviously. Okay, so let's have a look at what is that giving us. So that is the new orbit, and it's going to give us 145k. That's fine. We can tweak that now. So I'm going to tweak that. I might even try and circularize this orbit, which means to cut a lot of speed. But we will see. Oh no, that's a bit too fast. You know what? I'm just going to put on my RCS and just use little puffs of RCS. Oh, no, wrong way. See, even just a little bit of RCS like that, look how much difference it makes. It's a tiny little puff at this distance. Brilliant. Oh, no. Now it's going to have changed it again because 85, that's fine. So we are leaving Minmus. We're returning home. A weird, highly elliptical orbit. There are no aliens, but there are weird artifacts to be found, including even a TV signal that you can process if you know how and you know how to record it. So let's speed up. I want to warp to at least there. Is the game warping for me? You gonna warp? No? Yes? I will just speed up. Where's Minmus? Behind us somewhere? Ah, yes. Goodbye, Minmus. Bye-bye. Nice to see you again. But your time with us is past. We are returning home after a successful exploration. And wherever home is right now, can't tell. We know where you are though, so goodbye you. There is that actually the, yes, here it is. Here comes the planet. There's the moon coming back close again. And oh gosh, but too close. So that's okay, not too bad. Did we put that away? Oh, deploy that high gain antenna. We want to pull the data up and then transmit our last packet of science. Right, give me the planet. Okay, cool. Planet. So I want to warp to here. Yeah, warp, and then we'll go reverse and slow down and everything will be good. So we should have completed a contract. That should have given us science from around Kerbal. Unless it needs the actual science to be Kerbal science, which we don't have. Okay, go. So our apoapsis is coming down. And I'll probably cause it to drop somewhere over here because I want to be able to come around in daylight. Have we got enough fuel? We have got... Yes! Oh. Actually, that's a good question. Do we have enough fuel for that? No, we do not. So we don't have enough to collapse it from that side. But if I walk around to here, I can collapse this one in. And we will be fine. Oh no, not the flashing. Stop. Stop flashing at me. Oh. Okay, well, we'll just do that again, since I stuffed it up. Warp here. Just as well, we've got plenty of 15 days of food and stuff left, which is good. Come on, game. Warp me around. A little bit faster, please. Got it? And... alright. Oh, gosh. I'll fix this in a second. Let me just do the burn. And then close your eyes if you have any kind of trouble with flashing lights. I'll tell you when it's good again. So... let me have a look here. Retrograde. And... 30. That's going to be perfect like that. Hey there, Liam. So let me just go back to... actually, I'm going to just flip. Can I just switch to rocket debris? Is it this one? I'm going to switch to this one, and hopefully that will fix the flashing, and then I'll flip back to the craft we're driving. This is going to eventually re-entry, but we'll solve this one's re-entry problems another day. That one's going to splash down in the ocean somewhere. But we want to come back to the Minmus land, switch to, and then we want to re-enter. Very simple. And I think we are go for a full re-enter. So what I will do is I'm just going to rotate this sideways so that when we fire, come here, so that when we fire the bottom off of this vehicle, it will just go off on its own. It will leave us alone, keep out of our path. Just confirming we're going to re-enter. Yes, we are. There's nothing in this stage, so goodbye. And now go... No, I think you're fine like that. Let's speed up. Speed up time and come back to Earth. Oh, we actually have 2 of these on. Just goes to show what I know. That wasn't too smart. Okay, we're going to come down, so we need to go retrograde. We need to retract that one. Retract that one. We're going to lose link with the home world while we come down. Retract that. Do we need to turn these panels on? Oh, I think we do. How much electricity do they draw? Oh, not too bad. I'm going to turn this one on as well. I find that you do burn stuff off otherwise, and I would rather not. So, we are coming. We're still in orbit. Thinks we're still in orbit. But as you can see, we've hit the atmosphere, so our... Oh no, it knows we're coming down now. Our orbit here should be shrinking quite quickly because we're going to be hitting it quite low, down to 27k. So we're slowing down. I hope we don't bounce out for another round. It is possible, but... Okay, so something is cooking. What is it? Oh, heat shield is actually taking quite a battering. Going quite fast. There goes the moon. I'm glad I didn't cut it down. Sometimes I cut the ablator down a bit because you never burn through all of it. If you do, then you've generally got, like, I don't know. I've never seen it happen. You've probably got severe problems if that's the case. Oh no, this is going to be perfect. Absolutely perfect re-entry. Yeah, we're definitely coming back today into the ocean. Got parachutes ready. Hopefully enough parachutes. I think we'll be okay. Oh, that was absolutely spot on. And coming back from the moon, from Minmus, from that was brilliant. So we will drop the drogues in a second. MechJib 2, yes, but don't learn to fly with MechJib. You want to know how to do this stuff without using MechJib, or you end up fiddling with it when you could in fact just use your simple maneuvers in your brain to do quite a lot. MechJib is good. Chatterer is fun. There's a tool called CCAN which you can get to handle all of your mods. CCAN is fun. Sorry, CCAN is useful to install and manage mods. Chatterer is good for the noise. KerbalAlarmClock is good for setting alarm clocks. And SCANsat is good for making cool maps. That's probably a good set to start with. This is working out absolutely. This is like the most perfect mission we have run to date. I'm very proud of the boys. Oof, that felt... Oh, we were at warp. It felt a little fast. That's okay. Is there any science to be got here? No, we've already done all this. Recover vessel. Oh, I could have jettisoned shield. Mind, I always forget that. But now, then I wouldn't recover it. This way I get it back as well. I was coming down slow enough, I think. Yay, this is going to be an absolute monstrous amount of money and science. 930 science total. And we returned a whole bunch with our goo. That's brilliant. Parts, oh, we got a ton of money. And all our crew gained a lot. Brilliant. Level 2 already. I don't actually know if that helps with anything. So this is a good time. We can't afford to do that just yet. Unlimited. Yeah, that's the next thing. We want to get the next research levels. Resource transfer available. There's nothing more to upgrade there. This eventually could do with more parts, which we don't require. And the other two I don't mind so much. So 900 science. That's so good. Recycling, I don't worry about. Cryo or greenhouse container. Small greenhouse to grow food. That's lovely. Shipping stuff, around the world stuff. Oxygen containers. I'm going to spend, these are the larger sizes of the ones I've already got, so it's not such a concern. That's a heat shield on the side of stuff. This is very, very helpful. This is like, I want this. This is all the sciencey electricity stuff. Yep. So this will give me solar panels and a screwdriver to take parts apart, which is in the CAS mod. What is this? Some kind of science experiment from high orbit? Like it. And another control system. Here, that's for surface science. Yeah, I think this is for getting on the surface of things. More satellite dishes. Oh, this is a very nice Communitron. Adapters, probe cores, struts. I like this. Little brother surveillance camera. I like that one quite a bit. Let's have a quick look at here. This is for interstellar stuff. Same with this greenhouse. This one could be handy as well. Little adjustment things I don't need right now. Flying. What is that? Pod landing assembly, a leg inside. Oh yeah, that's cool, but I don't need it. Landing leg for the crew thing that I have for the colonizing thing. It's kind of funny I don't have anything in here. I think if I installed Ferrum Aerospace, I would. Don't need the docking thing. Planetary Deep Freezer, that's for the cryo mod I've got running. For freezing Kerbals alive and storing them. Big fuel rocket thing. This is kind of really what I want. I want RCS, fuel tanks, and monoprop and stuff. So I do want that straight away. I know that. Small rockets, not worried about. So yeah, we're going to come down here and grab whatever it was here. Was it this one? I think it was, because I do want the science parts. This is for space parts as well. I do have a contract to build. And can I get up here yet? I don't think I can. Oh, not with 290 science I can't. So that's a science one. Pods. So what's the difference between this one? US command pod. Crew capacity 2. Lower mass. Alright. Well, planetary command modules and couplers and heavy command modules. That's for the planetary bases. So we're getting pretty close to being able to do the base science stuff that I want to do. More science things. These are all a little bit far away. Seismic hammer. That's kind of a really cool one. And then you need 2 seismic pods and you need a dude to go out and do it. So I can do ascent, landing, and spaceplane. I'm a 10 science away from using MechJib, which would be kind of nice. Science, fine. And other bits that I'm not so worried about. 290. Do I spend it here? Oh, the big protective shell. I kind of think I just have to do it. That's just too helpful. Yeah, that's good. I'm pleased with that. So, let's whiz through the daytime. No one died at all, which is quite impressive. An outpost on Duna? It's a little ambitious game. I cannot possibly get out to Duna. Well, I mean, I potentially could get out to Duna. Science data from the surface of Minmus. It might be time to consider some long-range probes. I think I have the antenna for it now. Science data from the surface of Minmus. Well, we just did that. Oh, another explore Minmus. Rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit. No, I hate flights over. Suborbital. No, I'm not doing that one either. I don't want to test things. I don't want to rescue anyone. They shouldn't have got on up there in the first place. Biome scan of. Oh, well, I need the SCANsat. I need a SCANsat tools for that. Multispectral. Does it think I've got? Maybe I've got that tech now. Orbital station around the Mun. Build a new orbital station on a solar orbit. Oh, that'd be a. Wow. Why would you do that? Like a massive station just hanging out in the middle of nowhere in space. Huh. So active. It wants data from space around Kerbal, which I can do. Surface outpost on Minmus. Synchronous orbit of Minmus. It might be time to send a mapping probe to Minmus, to be perfectly frank. And I want to see what tech I've got for that. What I can do for sure is basically just reload this. Like what? Oh no, not that one. I don't. Okay, I want the Minmus lander. Come here. What? Just, it's being weird. Cricket, Minmus lander, where are you? Okay, load that. Okay, cool. So what I want to do is take the subassembly and just drop it in here. So subassemblies, take this, drop it there. This would, you know, on the right engine, this could push something out a really far way. Minmus launcher, that's going to be the part. Cool. So we want to have a new vessel. Don't save, and we'll use a Minmus launcher probably to get it up, so to speak. Which of these is... Why would I use one over the other? Let me have a look. 1 ton. 1 ton. Electric charge 1.2, 1.5. Okay, so cool. We don't save, and we want octo hex. Max temperature 1200, tolerance 50 Gs. 0.5, 0.3. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is the one we want. This one's better. It's like, it's got more stuff. It's got all the things which I want, I think. I don't know if it makes a huge difference. So, communications, this thing, I wish I knew how far 46 giga whatever's, 4.6? 46 gigameters. Is that Duna? What about this one? 23, so it's half. So it's good to know I've got 2 options on dishes. What I don't understand is how far that is. Now, there's the multispectral scanner. Good, I thought we might have it. Anomalies as structures on the ground. Cool. So if I took GoreSat, what is that? That's kind of big. Either advanced SAS controls if you use a hex. Oh, really? Oh, that seems a bit cheap. CurbNet. Attitude control. Stability assist. Oh, okay. So it says SAS stability assist. Prograde, retrograde, hold. Oh, so the hex is best. See, it's got more. What I want to do is go pick up those contracts so I can. I know I've got them now. Got multispectral and a huge dish, which is going to be very good. So, synchronous orbit around Minmus. All right. Sorry. Available. Biome scan of the Mun. Biome scan of Kerbin. A biome scan of Minmus. Satellite in a polar orbit on the Mun. So that's basically what that's going to be anyway. Cool. You had it backwards. No problem. No problem, Mattis. You remembered far better than I do. Oh, I guess that's also the good point. That's like the 650 and that's 450. That's the expensive one. So let's kit this bad boy out. It's going to have solar panels, which I very much appreciate. It will have power. I'm going to give it a lot of power. Bonka bonk bonk bonk. Very good. Come here. It will... can these... like this one here, these relay for other people. Can also relay data. That's for DSN. For DSN. For DSN. Can relay data. That's kind of a pain. I'll stick... I suppose it's fine, really. I like to be able to relay data. If I stuck this on the top, it would look a touch ridiculous, wouldn't it? It's a bit big. Oh, especially if it doesn't stick on neatly. On the other hand, it looks very sciencey. B9 Aerospace. B9 has a lot of parts, and I don't want to use a ton of parts. Like, there's a lot of extra little bits, and I just don't find them fun. I like working with the construction that or the issues that I have, the constraints. Science. So we have the multispectral scanner. And what does that look like when it's... yeah, it's going to look like that. That's okay. Yep. We need electricity, so we need the 1x3... what is this? 1x6. Oh, we can fit 2 on like that. So that'll look nice. Should be plenty of energy. And let me check. Oh, we got some contracty thing. Right, returned home. Good. Returned from Minmus. Good. And did some other explore Minmus thing. Cool. What are you saying here? So what version of the game is this? 1. This is the very latest one. And hello 8-bit. The reactor is really good. Thrusters are really good. Interstellar mod, just build a warp drive. I don't want to build a warp drive though. Like, that would make it too easy. And where's the fun in that? Like, if I had to, if I was playing like an RTS and just had like a massive, interplanetary system, that'd be fine. But it's kind of not how I'm playing it. We do need, what does this thing do again? Oh, it monitors light reflected high orbit. No, we only need one of these, silly. Come here. Come here. Okay, one of those. What orbital height does this need to be at? 500k, so that should be fine. Best or 250? That's okay. A surface thing? No. Signals intelligence satellite? No. Orbital telescope? I think we can jab one on to... Yeah, I'm gonna put it down here. Let me put this up here a bit. I want my satellites to look quite neat. It's quite important to me. They should look pretty in space. Otherwise, what's the point? Go a new science experiment. Cool. You're gonna point down at wherever is down there. Is there any more science to jab on? No, I will stick Kerbal Engineer on because he's great, a handy engineer. I will stick a small RCS fuel tank on, and I will stick the little RCS engines. I do have a little orbital one. Like that. That should give it a ton of Delta V. Possibly a bit too much. Oh, come here. 1200. That's not... It might not be enough. I'm kind of inclined to make sure we go places. 2600. That should be plenty. And that looks quite sciencey if you ask me. This, on the other hand, needs to go up a touch, or it will crash into things. Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's alright. You don't... Just one of you, please. Do it again. Alright. I am... Oh, that's currently pointing straight into one of those. So let's just rotate it. Cool. That looks pretty blimmin' science to me, if you ask me. I think that's great. It's got quite a lot of Delta V, so that should be enough to definitely get into our own polar orbit. Definitely enough to go out to the moon and circularize once it's up in orbit. So it's just a matter, really, of... Avorion? Yeah, I've looked at Avorion. I kind of missed the boat on it. I normally would want to probably jump into a game like that for the channel, but I missed the boat totally. So just checking if there's anything else that's relevant here. A 1.25 meter shell would be good. And decoupler. And boop. Beautiful. Okay, so that is our new wave scanner. Cool. So that's going to be a very nice scanning device. Will it have enough power? I think it will. Pretty sure it will. What does our system say? In the in the shadow of Kerbin, it's got 1 day of electricity. That's fine. More than enough to get in and out of the shadow. Now, do I need all of the big expensive subassembly? I might not need the full stack. Come here. Let me just check what Kerbal Engineer says. So it's not quite enough there. That isn't quite enough, which is annoying, so we'll throw that away. The 4-way stack is... I can also just go for the Minmus launcher. I mean, it's a touch ridiculous, but it will do the trick. structural. I do have a, here we go. Make it neat. That is already a decoupler, so let's just throw that one away. Will we have, what we won't have, oops, what we won't have is enough control, so let's put the control wheel. There we go. So, that is a little bit overkill, I suspect. I suspect that's a lot overkill, so yes, that will be plenty. I might just drop the fuel and oxidizer out of these two. Yeah. I mean, that's still just... That's a bit ridiculous. So, but these are cheap because we are recovering them anyway. Really? That's it. Seems nuts. What's stage 5 exactly? Those two? Stage 4, when it falls off, is another 4,000 delta V. What mods am I using? They're in the video description. Once we get this thing up, I will probably list them. I mean, I could probably just ditch that off, but I don't know. That seems fine. I think that's fine. Okay, so there's all that there. We're going to go up. We're going to drop parachutes and those side clamps. We're going to go up, 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 up. No, we don't want to drop. We want to drop... let's have a look. We want to drop the shell first to get the things out. When this comes off, that's when we drop all those parachutes, and then we're going to fire that. Okay, cool. This is going to do amazingly for a very tiny rocket on the top. So let's go. Let's get into a polar orbit. We'll check what the orbit is once we get out there. So what mods am I using? The main mod I'm using, I guess the core of the game, is Kerbalism, which is a realism kind of mod. I really like it. It's really quite gritty. Like energy and electricity have to be worried about. Where's the desired orbit, game? Reach the desired polar orbit of the Mun. Okay. Minmus. Oh, okay. Apparently we are going to the Mun. So I did actually... Well, no, I think we've got plenty of energy still for that. That's fine. So we shall just go upwards. And that's going to be very fast. I know what the bald cube is. I built one in Cosmeteer, so you can check out Cosmeteer if you... my Cosmeteer videos if you want to see a bald cube. So I did also some Star Trek and Star Wars videos. They were pretty fun. So, and quite highly edited too, so a bit snappier than these long Let's Play or streams. Whoa, too fast. We're going way too fast. Look, pushing the atmosphere aside. Hey there, monks. So, drop those off. Whoa. Destroyed by aero forces and heat. Oh no, our stages are going to be destroyed. What a shame. Really should have turned over a while ago, but that's okay. This thing has so much power. So what have I got? Yes, I've also got Planetary Base System, which is how I'm going to build colonies. I've got X-Science. I've got... oh, that's my stuff. I've got... What is that? Science. Oh, I've got... What? Science here and now. Oh, that's the button I should be... Oh, keeping an eye on, not X-Science. I've got Chatterer for talkie, and I've got Planet Shine for glowy effects on the bottom of the craft. I've got the Spectra visual mod, TransferWindowPlanner, KerbalAlarmClock, KerbalEngineer, the robotics mods. What's that? ConnectedLivingSpace. It's all in the description. StageRecovery to recover stages when they drop off. I do remember you, monks. How could I forget? Some kind of contract thingy, and SCANsat, which you can't see here, and KerbalEngineer and MacJeb. And a DMagicOrbitalScience, because I really like having lots of cool science parts to fiddle with, so I can build cool looking satellites, basically. First time watching. Ah, good to see you, Begonia. It's looking okay. I think everything's pretty optimal. We've sort of just hauled our way into orbit using extremely high speeds. We were going so far, way too fast further down, and I think it looks like we probably have lost those stages. Oh no, recovered them. Thank you, game. Didn't destroy all of our parachutes, so we did recover them and saved a bit of money. Good. Now, oh, wow. Let me have a look. I think I want to go up. I don't want to burn just infinitely at this altitude. We'll push our orbit up when we get up a bit higher. I like to try and do it all in one burn, but I'm not good enough to do that. Oh, orbital telescope observations. Well, first of all, let's ditch the fairing. Here it goes. Badoosh. That was super fast. Orbital telescope observation. I did wonder what that button was for. It looks like there's some buildings down there. Oh, very good. And we do have some things to extend, which I didn't attach to any kind of hotkey. Antennas to extend and to tell to act as a relay. Do you get any longer range relays? That's something I would like, because it feels a bit stink that you can't just point a dish at someone. So that's going to last for miles. I'm going to leave that off. We're going to leave a dedicated craft to do that one day soon. No, time what will be stopped. Oh, this is actually great. No, I like that. That's cool. So we're up 193. It's probably time to burn prograde. Hold it, prograde probe. Yeah, everyone should sub to me, and they should also donate, because I'm totally worth it. Hyperspace mods. There are actually mods to do like high speed, or to do like science fiction kind of stuff. They try to base themselves in what would be a realistic, in speech marks, a realistic kind of near science approach to things. I think they do a pretty good job. Oh man, we're going up too high. Oh, never mind. Keep going up. So I'm keeping an eye on the apoapsis height here. That's the total height of the orbit so far. If we were to come, oh, okay, orbital space near Kerbin's shores. Alright, that's yeah, fine. I want to keep that science. Okay, keep it. And orbital telescope observations from space near grasslands. There are buildings down there. Oh, yes, there are. And now we need to pull up. So this is all Kerbalism, this part here. I'm going to send this data home. We're going to gather the science, send it home. It does go on YouTube straight after the live stream, after YouTube processes it. So that's always good. So if you look at the orbit now, we would crash back down if we don't burn. So ahoy there. So it says that we're 120 kilometers under the surface if we were to complete this circle. So we've got to keep burning. Go a bit faster. And we will come out on top shortly. Alright, I want to go a little bit higher, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to throw away this body because it's heavy, and what I want it to do is to re-enter, and it's going to... Okay, 65. And then I will disengage. Yes, and let me check. We're going to point it that way. Yep, that's fine. Disengage. And now we're flying free. This thing's going to return back to Kerbin eventually after it goes around a few times. I wish there was a mod that would simulate that. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I love this probe. It looks cool. That's half the battle. Name of this game? Hey Pierre. This is Kerbal Space Program. It is a space program simulator, or a space simulator. It's like Lego, but with actual real space stuff. So I actually think the maneuver is going to be there to go to the moon. Okay, so this is the fiddly part, which is planning the orbital maneuvers. Ooh, it's actually coming in at about the right sort of height. I just need to rotate it, which I suspect... Okay, we got to turn our orbit this way, which means we're burning slightly off center. But in doing so, we will... See, we're almost at the right... And then we do this, and we just keep making little changes. Ahoy! And eventually... That's probably pretty good. We can make very simple adjustments from there. So that's going to be 920 meters a second. We got 2,600 meters a second. It's a... What, 12-day burn? That's ridiculous. There's no way that's a 12-day burn. Really? I don't believe that. Okay, so... Oh. It's not going to be 12-day burn. The engine wasn't on. That's why it got confused. A 2-minute burn. So it's not going to be a perfect entry we do, but it'll be close enough. Tycoon. I do play Tycoon games, and I've got my eye on Epic Tavern, which is coming out soon. And yeah, that'll be fun. I think you've been thinking of making Elite dangerous in Kerbal Space Program, since Elite is completely based on theories. Yeah, I mean, that'd be fun to see, right? And do I have any other games to play? Yes, everyone should subscribe to me and turn the bell on. Don't forget, yeah, notifications are cool. That way you get to know about streams ahead of time and other cool stuff. We're going to speed this up a bit, so I'm just doing a physics warp now. See, we're burning slightly off our sort of line of travel on the orbit, and that's why we can get into this slightly odd orbit when we get to the Mayon. Come on. This little engine is not very powerful, but it's very efficient, and that's why it's taking a while. And 50, 40, 20, 15. There we go. That should be good. What is it telling us? Did we get the science? We did get the science from around Kerbal Award. Let me have a look. Yeah, that's pretty... I mean, that's the orbit it wants us to go for. That's the one that's coming. So when we get to here, we're going to add a maneuver which will be like just slowing ourselves down. And as we slow ourselves down, we'll fall into the planet or the moon, and that will be about what we're aiming for. So that's going to be in 1 day, which is just as well we can speed up time. Looking great. I think what I will do is just speed things up. Onward, my beautiful probe. Hello there, Afro. Yes, everyone turn the bell on and donate and do cool things. Oh, orbital telescope observations, mountains. There was more to Kerbal than the Kerbal Space Center. Well, you should know that, you grew up there. Irradiance scan. Irradiance scan while in space. What is that? That must be that new device. Okay, there's oceans and infrared and stuff. So that is this guy here. Yeah. Oh, I can actually turn the scanners on. I should toggle scanners. Do they pop out in a funny little way? Oh, they do. They're cute and adorable and small. That's fine. And any more signs to be picked up? Nope. Yeah, so if you are very interested in this, then Scott Manley's one of the guys who does a lot of videos. I do a good video on how to get to Duna. It hasn't really expired. It's really detailed. It has lots of little drawings and stuff. So once you get familiar with the game, then that's a good one to watch. Oh, okay. We're over the moon's lowlands. We're going to observe them. There are craters everywhere. Doing a radiance scan. Most of it is lots of UV bouncing off the surface. All right, cool. Send all that data home. And we are pretty close. Here we go. We're coming in here. So what I want to do is just like warp to here. Warp to close to the moon. And here we go. Coming in. Blop. And we are 2 minutes away from a 20-second burn to put us into almost the right orbit. 1 minute. So we have to stop at 15 seconds. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, not that. We need to point in the right direction, tiny pirate, before we burn. There we go. What graphic mod? I'm using a mod called Spectra. And when you install it, which you kind of have to do manually, CCAN won't do it, it's really good because the zip file tells you exactly what to install, in what order, what other files to get, optional extras to make things prettier. It's really good. So I really like it. The only thing I changed about it, because I can, and you don't have to if you're interested, is I grabbed Astronomer's Visual Mod Clouds, because I thought they were just a little bit fluffier and more interesting. Because the Spectra clouds, there aren't many of them. Okay, so our orbit is like that, which means that we want to actually go retrograde just slightly more. Pull it in just a touch to sort of crossing the line there. Good. Here we want to make a maneuver, and that's going to be to just rotate our orbit. So which way do we want to go? This way around. When we rotate it, for reasons of physics that I don't get, it all gets a bit skew with, so we also have to point slightly in the other direction to slow things down, and then that will make us tilt back, and then we'll want to tilt up, and then we want to go back, and I reckon that will complete the contract at that. So when is that? 51 minutes? Where's the alarm clock? Can we just... Oh, that's in 86 days. Wow. I want to just, like, I want to be able to just right click somewhere and tell it to warp to that maneuver. If I click down here, oh, I just have to do it myself. Warp here. Come around, come around, come around. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, this is about the right time to get lined up. This is going to be absolutely spot on. I mean, that launcher that we put up has so much power. We have got a whole ton. We could probably just about go to Minmus just on this craft alone if we wanted to. But we don't. This has got tons of power for any kind of repositioning we want to do. Okay, go have fun playing Kerbal. I was settling on Minmus, and we have not settling. Sorry, I was hoping to colonize Minmus, but I don't yet have the science tech. I'm hoping this mission will help. I have landed on it, so you missed that bit earlier. It was a beautiful mission, and we planned it perfectly, and it all went just amazing. I was very proud of myself. There we go. So the plan is to colonize these worlds, but I am a little short on the right tech right now, which is a bit of a shame. Alright, contract complete. Polar orbit. This thing, however, requires a 500k orbit, and that is not enough. So we need to push prograde. Oh, was it 250k? I think was optimal. Yeah. Oh, that would be 250k over Kerbin, I think. So I don't know if that would translate. What's it going to tell us when we open it? Put that away. Yes, yes, yes. Suboptimal. So we do actually want to go out a bit farther. I think we'll put it out to 200 and see what it says. So push that orbit out a bit more. 200k. And yeah, that's fine. Now we'll warp around to here. What's my Steam account name? Oh, I don't really add people from Steam, sorry. Why is it complaining? Must have been some science. No? Oh, what? No, not the... Are we really suffering that much from low power? This is going to bother me so much if that's the case. Okay, we got that. Got that. Really? Really, really? I hope not. Apoapsis in... Can I just turn this off? If we stop it, then electricity goes back up straight away. Am I missing something here? We'll get the orbit right and then we'll try again. Ah, damn it. That's fine. Prograde will be fine at that. And then orbit is out to 200 here. Alright, so if this isn't enough solar, I will be so bitter because it didn't calculate this part properly. Let's watch. Start multispectral. No, that seems okay. I think it just got into a bit of shade, so that's fine. Whew. Good video so far. Thanks, monks. Let me just have a little look. Is it? Oh, I should check if it's telling us optimal. So you can actually see the scanning like on the GUI, which is cool. Suboptimal. Oh, it actually really does want 500 odd K out. All right, that's fine. We can do that. That means less time in the shade for us, which is going to be nice. Oh, I think that's fine. Warp here. Don't run out of power. You're out. See you, blazing tank. And we're almost done. Almost, which is good. 326, 650. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, let's check the scanner now. Ideal. Woohoo! We're sciencing. We're sciencing all the things. Any games that are like this game, which is a simulator or a tycoon? Yes, sort of. So there is Interstellar Transport Company, which is like a tycoon transport game, and it has quite a hard science feel to it. What video editor I'm using? I use Premiere. I use you don't need to use Premiere. There are a couple of goodish cheapo ones. Some of the YouTube subreddits and whatnot could give you ideas for those. Capture software is OBS, or I use Action by Mirabilis. Mirabilis, I think it is. All right, so let's have a look at the celestial map type, biome. Haven't got much yet, but as we go around this bad boy, we'll fill in this map. So I'll let it do a couple of orbits, then I'll tell it to fill it in. And one more, we should have it just about all completed. Let's check. We've been around lots of times. We do the yes. Refresh. Cool. B9 Aerospace. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, lots of anomalies. These are the question marks. Strange things on the surface that it wants you to explore. Let's need to do a little bit more. Is this scanning covering... You know what? We're just going to tilt this thing a little differently. So, how tilted are we? We actually need to go... Let's tilt one of these ways. We'll find out which way it is. That should be enough. Just a slight rotation. And now when we come back and do the high-speed turn, we should see this orbit slightly change track, and it might start overlapping with places that we have not scanned yet. Really? Really, game? You're going to do that to me? Let's give it a bit more welly. Yeah, I like that. Now what do you think of it? Yeah? I don't know. We'll see. I want to see these tracks sort of drift over the areas that we haven't scanned, which I think they will in due course. They will. So let's hit refresh. Camera, I don't use a face cam or anything, so no camera. Cool, that's looking good. That's looking pretty scanned so far. Well done, us. How do you mod your game? You need a tool called CCAN. I'll type it. And also my tip thing. So you need a tool called CCAN, and it will help you mod your game. If you don't know what it is, then you need to go do some reading and research and videos and stuff on that. Okay, so we did a biome scan. We got 120,000. Lovely. So I think this probe here, we can probably just leave it. All the data's sent. That's great. Go back to Space Center, see what science we've got. And that's probably going to be just about it for tonight, because I need to go mop the floor. I've got duties. 214 science. That was worthwhile. Was there anything that I really missed down here that I wanted? I didn't want logistics. Didn't care about those. No. Not really. Nope. Arguable. Yeah, I actually kind of want to save it, don't I? I want to save it for the for some of the more cleverer parts up here. Big solar arrays, and in particular I think it was some of these science parts here. Antennas, relay. Oh, that's a relay antenna. Oh no, it's not. It only does direct. Oh, never mind. It goes very far though. Yeah, that's fine. But I think there was definitely some bits and bobs in here that I wanted to pick up. So I think I will save that for the next video. How do you record? I can't answer that question over a stream. You're just going to have to go and learn a heck of a lot about YouTube and recording and streaming, and start with OBS is the tool. I think it's called OBS Studio now. I think it's OBS Studio. I've just typed that in, and then start Googling and watching YouTube videos. That's how I learned. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed it, and do subscribe and hit the notification button so you can find out when I'm streaming next, and I'll catch you all soon. I'm going to hang around and chat for a couple of minutes. Until next time, be good. Good night.